06, 07, 08, I think is when you started like probably booking some stuff like State of Mind
Yeah.
and like ER. That's now like, okay, getting some recurring stuff, like multiple checks. That was the moment like you were getting paid to be a professional, like for real, for real.
For real, for
Like,
real.
what's that feel like? And is there like did you feel any pressure at that point? Or was it more joyous and like, now I'm really about to fly? Like, what was the moment? What was the feeling like in that moment?
The feeling was I'm not going to go back home because I had a job at Costco. Okay. And I
Okay.
would pass out. I was doing, I would work at Costco certain hours and I would pass out the samples and I would uh have these little cards and I typed out like what time I was going to be on TV. So I was doing my promotion as well.
You were just hand them out
I
to
was doing
folks?
PR for myself
That's
while
like
I
street
was handing
promotion.
out some samples.
That, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
That's the hustler in
That's the
you.
hustler in me. That's the grit that I got from Baltimore, You
Yo,
gotta
I feel you
go
on that.
do it. And so I just didn't want to go back home. So I just was like, look, you gotta help me or I gotta stay at Costco. So the more and more that I started booking, and I was so grateful because I was going into every audition like this might be my last. And so it was a gratifying feeling because God was right. What he put in my heart was confirmed
Well,
and
it's coming through,
it
yeah.
was coming through. So I was very happy.
And then Love That Girl was like your first like main role, like main character, series
It
regular.
didn't start off that way.
Well, someone else had it first, right?
Yeah, well,
Didn't you?
I was a secretary. It was Tatiana
Okay.
Ali's show.
Tatiana Ali
It
show,
was
right?
her
That's right. Yeah.
vehicle with Phil Morris and Alfonso Macaulay, and I just worked in the office. And for 2 seasons, that was the case. And
Oh, wait. Not on camera. Like you were just literally working
I
in
was
the
on camera.
office.
I was on camera, but I was
Okay.
I
Your
was just
character was working in the office.
yes.
Okay.
So
Got it.
anytime they came to the
Okay.
office, I was there. So it wasn't
Right.
like my thing.
Right.
It was when Tatiana Ali booked something else and she left the show, it opened up for me. And they were like, "Hey, the fans really like your character. We could open it up and also share the moment with Phil and you guys could carry the show." And I was like, "Wow, well that's amazing." But I really wasn't taking it in.
Hmm.
I was
You're like,
so it wasn't computing that it was like, "Your love that girl." It wasn't computing at all. I just was like, "I'm about to work. I'm coming to work. I'm going to do my job." And and that's how I am. And
yep.
so I love Bentley Kyle Evans and his whole family and what they taught me because I learned so much on the fly. I learned so much. I got my comedic chops working on that show and having the opportunity to work with Martin Lawrence and Charlie Murphy, like
Hmm.
legends on that show. And
Any good Charlie Murphy stories, by the way?
you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth closed, but he is that man, okay? Because I worked
As
with him
advertised.
again on Meet the Blacks, and so he's awesome. I mean, he is the legend. He
He
is.
is as advertised.
Yes.
And then you just started like booking like recurs and like, you worked with Afion on his show for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
private practice, weeds, like just a lot of shit started kind of coming through for you. Grey's Anatomy you did, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you're in the streets, you're in the grind, now you're becoming part of the community, not the Cal Arts community, but like the Hollywood kind of
Mm-hmm.
working actor community. Tell me about that process, just as far as like the competitiveness with your friends and, like working it, like just tell me what the dynamics were as you were kind of ascending. What did it feel like?
I mean, every audition is an opportunity to show your best, just to do your best. I I I'm grateful to have amazing girlfriends and people that I work alongside and meet. Like I remember when we used to go in rooms, it was a party. Like of course,
I-
people have it's a competition, but we also are just happy that they're looking at us.
right.
They're
That's what I
looking
was
at they're
thinking.
looking for a black woman.
Hmm.
Okay. And I was a part of the school of they're looking for one of us, so one of us are in the room. So let's give each other
Someone's about to work.
it's about the work. Let's just support each other. Let's help each other. Let's make sure that they remember us. So if it's mine, it's mine. If it's yours. But one of us is going to be winning. And I'm
Right.
grateful to see that a lot of the women that I was in those rooms with, we're all doing very well. There's enough for all of us. So and hey, I celebrate everyone's wins. I'm one of those people. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a person that believes that what's mine is mine and no one can take it from me. God has already laid the foundation for me,
I was
so
about to
I'm just
say,
gonna show up and be what I'm supposed to be,
yeah.
and that's the competition for me, myself.